Former Treasury Secretary General Muhammad Irwan Serigar Abdullah, who was the defense's third witness, testified today that government loans typically took between 1 to 3 months to process. But in SRC's case, the application for the first KWAP loan to the Cabinet's approval took a mere 3 days, and this Najib didn't find unusual. By the Malaysian Insight, this is The People versus Najib Razak. Follow us into the courtroom where it all happens. I'm Patrick Teo. Day 75 of Najib Razak's SRC International trial was a short one, as Irwan's questioning was done by lunchtime. Dressed in a grey suit and a striped silver tie, Najib was all smiles when he arrived in court this morning. Najib shook hands with a small group of supporters who had gathered in the court lobby. They were also waiting for his wife, Rosma Mansour, who was due to arrive later for her own trial. Back in Judge Nazlan's courtroom, Najib's 2 yellow cushions once again made an appearance now that the former PM is back in the accused dock. The defense's third witness, Irwan, took the stand. Irwan and Najib are also jointly charged in a separate case with 6 counts of criminal breach of trust involving 6.64 billion ringgit in government funds for payments to Abu Dhabi-based International Petroleum Investment Company, or IPIC. Defense counsel Farhan Reid began questioning Irwan on the Economic Planning Unit, or EPU. Irwan said energy investments were important to the EPU because energy is the crux of every economy. He continued that they had to look at diversifying energy so as not to be too reliant on one source. The lawyer then asked Irwan to explain how a government guarantee is obtained. Irwan said it started with a government-linked company making a request. Then a cabinet paper will be prepared. If it was approved by the cabinet, the finance minister will then finalize the request and the company will be eligible for the guarantee. How long does it take, the average timeline from the time of the application right up to the time when the matter is decided by the cabinet? Farhan asked. Irwan said it depends. It can take less than a month depending on the urgency needed, but normally it's 1 to 3 months, the average needed, Irwan answered. The lawyer then asked if there were any applications that took less than a month to process from start to finish. Irwan repeated his answer. On average, it took more than 1 month. In SRC's case, from start to finish, it took only 3 days. Najib, during his time on the witness stand, had said that this was not unusual. The conditions in which a government guarantee is given depends on whether a company can prove that they have future projects and show that they generate income. They must be able to service their loans and principal, Irwan said. Moving along, Farhan asked Irwan about his involvement in SRC's loan application to KWAP. KWAP approved 2 billion ringgit loans to SRC in 2011 and 2012. The witness said he was not involved in the negotiations with KWAP. He did, however, sign the memorandum for SRC to obtain the guarantee as dictated by protocol. At that point in time, the number 1 was not in office. They needed to rush this through. As the number 2, I signed it, Irwan said. At this point, proceedings took a short break, and Najib took the opportunity to visit his wife Rosma, who was in the courtroom adjacent to his. He didn't stay long, though. After a few minutes, he walked back over to Judge Nazlan's courtroom. After the break, Harvey, taking over from Farhan, asked Irwan if he had the impression that Najib had a special interest in SRC. Irwan said he didn't know, and Harvey wrapped up his questioning. Prosecutor V. Sitambaram said he didn't have any questions for Irwan and asked that he be let go. With no other witness to take the stand today, the court adjourned to be continued the following week. This podcast is produced, written and mixed by Revati Supramaniam and Yap Pik Kwan. I'm Patrick Teo.